Here's problem 2. It wants us to simplify the square root of negative 75. So all this really is it's a square root of a negative 1 times 75. That's what we have here. And a negative 1, the square root of a negative 1, if you remember, is simply an I. So that's going to come out. Whenever I see a negative inside a square root, I know it's going to come out as an I, the imaginary number. Again, imaginary numbers, you're going to use them if you get into electronics. It's used by electrical engineers with some things, when you get into some ohms and amps and all this and that. But for right now, we just need to know what it is. When we get further into our lives as engineers or whatever, then we'll understand it a little bit better. But anyway, we still got to break down 75. So I'm going to do a factor tree of 75. Thinking what times what gives me that? Well, I quickly can see, well, you have 5 times 15, but a lot of you probably would pick up on a 3 and 25. It doesn't matter. No matter what, we're going to get the same prime numbers. 3 is prime, can't go any further. 25, it's going to break down to a 5 times 5. Can't go any further, so it's prime. So what we have here is we have the square root of a negative 1 times a 3 times a 5 times a 5. I'm going to bring negative 1 is going to come outside as an I, imaginary number. Do I have any pair in here? I have a pair of 5s, so the 5 will come out. So they're outside now. And what am I left with on the inside? 3. So the square root of negative 75 simplifies to 5i root 3. This is fine with me to write it this way. Some books and teachers might have you write 5 root 3 and then Mr. I right there, or however you want to write your I. Okay? I'm fine with this. I'm not worried about it. Okay? But if you want to write it this way, it's even better. I'm not going to worry. So either way is perfectly fine. I'll list both answers like that on the answer key. There's problem 2.